In today's video, we're continuing our coverage on the Kaiju MonsterVerse, known as Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire. We're going to talk about Monarch Legacy of Monsters, because your boy is going to give you an exclusive. I'm going to tell you something that happens in the finale, just so you can be like, yo, Warstu knows what he's talking about. So, if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe to never miss any of the Kaiju, MonsterVerse, Marvel, DC, pop culture-based videos that I do. Please subscribe. It really does help me. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful face. Also, if you really want to help me, you can become a channel member for 99p, although you don't really get any new perks, but it helps your boy Warstu out. And also, if you could, check us out on Twitter or x.com, aka WarstuG. Someone stole my freaking handle years ago, and I can't get it back. I do tweet things here and there. So, something I need to address that needs to be addressed about the MonsterVerse, but we'll talk about that later. It's really getting to a point now where it's becoming toxic. And I don't want that in the MonsterVerse. I don't want the MonsterVerse fandom to turn into DC fans or turn into Marvel fans or turn into Star Wars fans or just turn into angry fans for no freaking reason. So, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm just going to put it out there just in case it does happen. So, as we know, Monarch Legacy of Monsters, they've recently just got into the Hollow Earth, right? And it's good, but it's also bad because of the reception that some people are having. So some people are like, yo, so the Hollow Earth is just another dimension stroke universe right now, because obviously a character was in the Hollow Earth, then he wasn't in the Hollow Earth, then he went back into Hollow Earth. Okay, cool. So one thing we do need to address, and this is not what I'm on about, is in the finale for Monarch Legacy of the Monsters, and I still believe the MonsterVerse has the capacity and the lore and the amount of characters and the amount of titans that could appear. I believe it could rival any franchise easily if execution is done well. And that got me thinking about all the toys, the Playmate toys, multiple different action sets. It's almost like they're trying to cash in and trying to build a huge universe, because as I've said multiple times, Disney does not own Spider-Man, but they own the merchandise rights to Spider-Man. Disney makes over $1 billion per year in Spider-Man sales alone. So the real money that is made in movies is actually made in merchandise, to the point where we have fake key rings that people think are real. Something you have to realize, it's even easier now. I remember back in the day when I first started YouTube 5 years ago, you actually had to know how to use Adobe Photoshop, but now there's something called AI and you can literally make anything look fake for no reason. So Kong will be appearing in the season finale of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and what's interesting is that's made in collaboration with Legendary Films. So something that I do find really strange is it's really good that Godzilla -1 made a lot of money, but it didn't really make a lot, but it did. Okay, let me explain. The budget was so low, it's just about to break $100 million, right? And it cost around $15 million. There was literally no marketing budget. In the sense, the marketing budget was very low. So although it has, in terms of profit to how much it cost to make, in terms of how much it made a lot of money, but it still hasn't made as much money as the most recent MonsterVerse movies like Godzilla vs Kong. Now, something that I think is bad about Godzilla -1 is the way people are kind of treating the MonsterVerse now, where they're saying, yo, Godzilla -1's for adults, the MonsterVerse is for children. One thing you have to realize is when you're marketing and when you're bringing out a product, it has to be for the general audience. So marketing, say, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire at children or teenagers so they buy toys is literally what Disney did to the Avengers. They marketed the Avengers to younger children, young adults, if you like, in order to get more people in the cinema, because sure, adults go to the cinema, but what do they take? They take their friends, they take their kids, they take their family, etc. So sure, I understand why people want a Godzilla like the one in Godzilla -1, but let's not beat around the bush here. Godzilla in the MonsterVerse is still a freaking savage. He still took out Ghidorah. He still took out Mechagodzilla. He still nearly killed Kong. He's still a savage. It's just got to be executed very differently. And usually when some people criticize the VFX or CGI, it's the same thing with Marvel. When Marvel redid the third act for Ant-Man 3, it wasn't a budget point of view. This is why people go, oh, look how good -1 was compared to the Marvels, etc. In terms of VFX. It's not actually a budgeting thing. It's a time thing. VFX takes a long time. That is why more studios are trying to do things practically and use less VFX, less CGI. But that can't be done with monsters because they're literally CGI. They're motion captures monsters. They have to have VFX and they're given ample time to work on said VFX CGI sequences. Yeah, sure, in the first trailer, there were some things that looked a little bit wonky and looked a bit out of place, but they've had months and months to work on the VFX sequence. When we get to the movie coming out, sorry I said March, it comes out in April. You'll see the VFX will be a lot better when we get to see the final version. Trailers of generally just trailers are not an interpretation of the final product. So something that I want to address is the MonsterVerse. It's becoming really toxic. I joined this Facebook group for the MonsterVerse and oh my God, the amount of toxicity in there. So careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life, but if you're a viewer of this channel, you should already know. So it came out that Shimo is going to be a female and then all of a sudden we got the wokeness. The MonsterVerse is going woke or broke. It's copying the Marvel model. They are literally titans. I can't comprehend why people are getting angry about this. They are literal titans. Mothra, female. We've had multiple female titans beforehand, but why all of a sudden now is it an issue? I don't understand why all of a sudden now does it become this huge ass issue. I'd love to know down below. And I get it. People prefer the alphas to be male, etc. But the main villain of the movie is Scar King. Shimo is just a plot device if you want to reintroduce the Titan that's already been there, the first Titan, the frozen Shimu. And it would make sense if Shimu is a female, how, you know, the Titan species grew in the sense of that species, because obviously male, female. It works the same in every kind of species, how they mate. It's not that the rules aren't different. You need a male, you need a female, you know, get a new Godzilla to get a new Kong, then there needs to be mating. You get where I'm going with this. There needs to be male Titans and female Titans. So let's just try not to be toxic. I mean, you can have your opinions, but at the end of the day, they're freaking Titans, lads and laddie. Also in the news. So trailer 2, when is the main trailer going to drop? As you know, next month, as we're in January, is the Super Bowl. And what drops at Super Bowl? TV spots and minor trailers. As we said in yesterday's video, this is most likely where we're going to be getting the first look at Deadpool and Wolverine, aka Deadpool 3. What else is going to be there? Well, according to information that I've been told, we are either going to get the full-on trailer 2 just before the Super Bowl, or we're going to get a 1-minute TV spot at the Super Bowl. Because as we know, Super Bowl adverts cost millions of dollars, and as Warner Bros. Is the distributor for Legendary Pictures movie being Godzilla X Kong the New Empire, it would be up to Warner Bros. To distribute the advertisement and marketing for said movie, sadly. So from everything we hear at the War Drizzy channel, the Warstu channel, the Chosen One channel, I hear the Super Bowl, we're going to be getting a big Godzilla X Kong New Empire TV spot, followed by either the week before or week after, the trailer 2. Now, if I get this information wrong, feel free to butcher me down below. But if you've been a viewer of this channel for a long time, you know, generally speaking, when it comes to Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla X Kong the New Empire, my information when it comes to MonsterVerse stuff tends to be pretty much bang on. So going forward, I want to talk more about the MonsterVerse as a whole, where I think the MonsterVerse could go. Now, is this something that you people that watch my channel would want? Because I know which videos do well in this channel. It's whenever I'm talking about, you know, spoilers and revealing stuff and stuff that I find, which that's cool and fine, but I don't always want to do that stuff. I appreciate that a lot of people seem to watch the previous video we did when we went over the interview that Adam Wingard did with Total Film, and that's cool. I prefer doing videos like that, where we're not necessarily ruining things, where we're just breaking it down. And the other video before that, when we spoke about the new toys, which revealed quite a lot, and also speaking about the new look at Kong and Godzilla. I don't mind doing leaks and talking about spoilers and post-credits and all that stuff, but going forward, obviously we've got a few months before the movie comes out. I can't keep going over the plot points. What content do you want me to do MonsterVerse wise? So I would love to know. So that is everything for this video. Let me know what you think down below. Also, let's start a conversation down below. Also, please follow the boy on Instagram at Warstu to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. And if you could, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. I'm trying to grow a community over there. Yes, I don't just talk about MonsterVerse stuff. I talk about DC, Marvel, Rebel Moon, pretty much everything. But this channel generally speaks... I generally make content around the MonsterVerse, DC, Marvel, Rebel Moon, and a few other stuff. So make sure to stick around if that's the kind of content you want. Like always, guys, have a very nice day. Like always, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and let me know. Was this video good? Was it bad? Constructive criticism is always welcomed. Like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.